Dr. Gold in the lab, Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex, quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs, relativity theories, worlds getting small, grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep, grazing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold, brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
All right, what's up, everybody? I had my thing wrong. There we go. Oh, and let's start this off. There we go. I'm all topsy-turvy today. Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted. There's that. There's that. Before the theme finished, I hit the wrong button. I meant to do this one. But I just...
My name is Jeff.
I hit the... My name is Jeff, dude. You're right there, dude. Okay, cool. Oh! What a terrible game. Yesterday we had office hours a little bit early because I said I wanted to go watch the US-Belgium game. Now I'm kind of wishing I didn't. Really bad. Yeah, who cares about soccer, right? I will say we started playing well in like the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes I was like, oh, the US is actually playing decently. And then we kept like just making really dumb mistakes. Yeah. I would say it's a very how to say this? It's a very intricate sport. Like it's exciting to watch like in little short bursts. And there's so much other things happening that I think I'm starting to pick up on because I watched a lot of the World Cup this year. I'm starting to see like how like the positioning and the ball movement works. It is kind of like a chess game sometimes, but it's on such a large field and it's over such long distances that I understand why soccer seems really boring and why definitely in the US it has a harder time catching on as like a popular sport. But I will say we did better this year than we have done in many other years prior, so maybe it'll lead to better things next year. But there were just some really, really stupid mistakes on our side. Like that goalie just I don't know, he like had a seizure and he didn't know to kick the ball. And then they just kicked it in the goal. That was really, really bad. It was really bad, man. That hurt. That hurt to watch. I am glad, though, that now I don't have an obligation, per se, to, you know, go out to a bar and watch a sport game in the middle of the week anymore. It really was like, I was getting exhausted. I'm like, man, we gotta go do this again. So many games to watch. I think the only other team I still have technically like some skin in the game is England. Yeah, 'cause my mom is from England. But they played Norway, I think, on Thursday. They play on Thursday. Is that when they play? Wow, 60 stream streak. Look at that, Jeff. 60. Getting up there. Getting up there, Jeff. When is the Norway? No, you have a great life. I'm glad that your life involves watching us. We're getting closer to an exam, the first exam of my course, which means we're going to start having more and more students showing up. Being like, you saw the student last time. They're asking a lot about what's going to be on the exam. Do I have to know this? Do I have to know this? It's always kind of the questions. Interesting. Okay, well, according to the trading models, the game is Saturday. Okay, that's at least decent. Saturday game? Yeah, it's a weekend at least. At, looks like 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that's 2 o'clock Pacific. And where are they playing, by the way? Where are they playing? Oh, they're playing in Miami. Okay, cool. England is 51% chance of winning, 25% chance of draw into extra time, and a 23% chance that Norway wins. Okay, so Norway's the underdog in this game. That's cool. And then I want to say the winner of that has to play the winner of, I think it's Switzerland, Argentina. So it's probably a standing. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, okay, yeah. So the winner of Argentina and Switzerland, which will probably be Argentina. Yeah, Argentina is favored, minus 140. That's funny. They put the betting odds on there. Man, we love gambling.
Let's go gambling!
Gambling is now integrated into like the ESPN bracket. You see this when they say England minus 115. I think what that means is you'd have to spend $115 to win 100. Is that what minus 115 means? Like you have to wager 115 to win 100. I think that's what minus 115 means. Here, we just ask. Yeah, in American odds, the minus sign indicates the favorite, while plus sign is plus. The minus tells you how much you need to bet to win $100. Okay, cool. I'm right. Yeah. So the U.S. didn't win last night.
Oh no.
Didn't win is an understatement, Zach. Yeah. It's more like they, I don't know, absolutely floundered. Yeah, it was terrible. Absolute terrible game. I am a British citizen. I've always been a British. Well, actually, no. It's only in the last year I've been an official British citizen. So I am switching sides now to England. But I'm not going out of the way to watch these games. If it's a Saturday, that's fine. I'll go watch it on a Saturday. But if any more of these games are like a Monday or a Tuesday, no, I'm not gonna go watch them. But yeah, my friends are kind of hoping that one of my friends is hoping that England makes it all the way to the final just so that they lose.
Oh shit, not good.
That's super mean. Okay, yeah, England's pretty up on the betting here. Okay, Kalshi, yeah. You know, I've never bet on like a prediction market. I've never actually. I talk a lot about like gambling and you know, stuff for encouraging students to submit questions and get their questions answered on the stream, but I've never actually used any of these platforms to gamble. As I think Zach said, right? Gambling is the tax that the people who don't know math pay, or something. I think what was, you know the quote, right? Gambling is oh that's the lottery. Or casinos. Well, gambling's kind of the same stuff. Okay, lottery. Okay, that's it. Ambrose Bierce. The lottery is a tax on people who are bad at math. When you're gambling against other people, that doesn't apply. I guess it doesn't. But I feel like there's a lot of like insider trading stuff on gambling. Yes. There we go. The lottery is a tax on those who don't know math. It's closer to the stock market. Man, to me, it's... I don't know. To me, it's still gambling, no? Like, there's a percentage that this will happen, and you're betting on it. Is that not gambling? I by that virtue, I would say the stock market is also gambling. But especially if you start playing like derivatives, like options, like calls and puts, that is straight gambling. Because now you're betting on, like, it's like the derivative is what you're betting on. That's where it's like, it's pure just ludicrousness. There is definitely insider trading on Kalshi, yeah. Barron Trump uses a lot of insider trading. Okay, I see. It's not rigged. Is that the difference? It's not rigged against you? I used to trade Forex options, and I'm trading on Kalshi right now. Are you up, Jeff? Like, overall, if you were to track all your money, are you up or down? It can't be rigged against both players. I mean, that's true. Okay, I'm starting to see the argument against why it's legal. You're making 1,000 to 1 bets and I'm winning more than 0.1% of the time. Okay, so technically that's being up, I guess, right? If we were to look at expectation value. I've won 3 times $1,000 each, but I've lost $1,500 worth of $1 bets. Oh, so you're up 2 to 1 then, right? That's pretty cool. You wanna set up like a little fund that we can like just like throw money at, and then you take like a manager's fee? What are these 1,000 to 1 bets? It's on Kalshi things? Just is it sports props, or I know what Forex is, right? Forex is where you're gambling on like foreign exchange, like currency prices to like change. Go to 15 minutes crypto on Kalshi. Okay, go check it out. Check out this Kalshi app that I keep seeing being advertised everywhere. Crypto, 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, so you just bet whether it goes up or down. I don't know why someone would be dumb enough to give me 1,001 odds. I do. Okay, so you just go to this. And you bet up or down? Dude, what? Wait, where's the 1,000 to 1 odds though? I'm curious. Where's the 1,000 to 1? Both at 1,000 shares at 1 cent. I'm curious where the... Oh, I guess I don't have an... Oh, I see. You bet on the down in this case. I see. No, I see the up and the down. You bet 1,000 on each? Wait. No. That doesn't make any sense. You would lose then. Oh, put $0.01? Put 0.001. Oh, I see. This is the amount you're saying it to go up or down. I think I have to have an account in order to like actually use this. But okay. I see what you're doing. Yeah, I guess the more you bet it to go up or down. Oh, wait, sorry. That's how much you're betting. You're betting you're betting a fraction of a cent. Oh, okay. I lose $1 or I win 1,000. That's hilarious. And so you say you've lost 1,500 times, but you've won twice. So technically you're 1 in 750. So you're better. You're better than the 1 in 1,000. Oh, you won 3 times. Oh, so that's once every 500 then. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay. The only problem is like, right? How do these earnings work? Is it counted as like capital gains tax? Like, I guess yes, you have netted $1,500, but then like, how do the taxes work on this? They'll send me a 1099.
Oh shit, not good.
Yeah. And I gotta go spend 30% taxes on that. Oh, they're already taxed at a lower rate. Okay, nice. Do you have a script? I can't imagine you like literally clicking this thing 1,500 times to put it in. Do you have a script that like just does it like, I don't know, like 10 times a day or something? You wrote a Perl script. It runs overnight. Nice. Cool, man. Nine bets every 15 minutes. And that's like not against their terms. I know everyone is probably just like botting these prediction markets at this point. That's hilarious that you found a little, I guess, yeah, as Zach would say, maybe it's a loss leader for them. They encourage people to use their API? Jeez. I don't know about that. Let's see, what is the full World Cup winner at right now? They have France at 34. But Kalshi doesn't profit. Only the two sides do. You gotta feed addiction to lead profits. Yeah. I mean, they must take some sort of fee. I guess, yeah, France is at 34%, Argentina 19%. England in 4th, though, not bad. Yeah, and they don't think Switzerland or Belgium have a chance. The poor US is out. We had a good run, honestly. Let me see, what was our chance of winning? 5% at some point? Oh, I see. They don't care. They make money either way. Yeah, it's like taking a rake. They take a rake. It's like if you go to play what is it? Poker at any of these casinos. You're playing against other people. So those are like technically the best odds, right? Because odds are just against others. But they do take a percentage of every pot that gets put down. Okay, let's see. I don't have any questions from the physics kids, so maybe we'll do some stuff that was already in the queue. What was this, Breasticles? You sent this to me. Proof that pi is equal to 3. When you rotate 6 so that it is upside down, you get 9. This is trivial. I agree with this, right? Yeah. If I want to take like a number 6. You saw this on Instagram? I like your Instagram algorithm. Dude, mine's just like thirst traps. I need your Instagram. Okay, so if we rotate it 180 degrees. Yes, okay, so 6 plus 180 degrees is equal to 9. 180 degrees is pi radians. So 6 plus pi is equal to 9. Oh man, pi is equal to 9 minus 6. Pi equals 3 QED. That's hilarious. I don't know about that. That's just so silly. Seems like the engineers a justification for why pi is equal to 3. All right, let's see. We got some other fun ones. I can see what's in the queue. So I think, yeah, Naroski did this one actually. So here, I'm gonna mark this one as done. That's pretty cool. Naroski did it. It was quite a few amount of pages though. So we look here. This is all the pages Naroski did. This and then this and then this. This is a lot. I don't know if I'd be able to do this. But very cool. Let me copy these images. Actually, is there a way for me to download these real quick? One sec. Yes, there we go. Download. And then we'll go put them in here. Oh, I put them in opposite order though. Sorry, I'm gonna put them in the right order. There we go. I haven't heard from Naroski in a bit. I'm gonna see what he's up to. Can't you explain the thinking process? I probably can't. Probably later. Let me see. Ooh, this was a fun one. This is from... Oh, man. One over sine x plus cosine x plus 1. Is this Weierstrass? Ooh, okay. Weierstrass substitution. You taught me this at one point, Breasticles, I remember. Weierstrass substitution. You're thinking Weierstrass as well? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to Wolfram. Wolfram always has it. Cosine of x, and you think it's symmetric off pi over 4, because cosine of x is equal to sine of x, pi over 2 minus x. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if some integral is of the function, is a function of cosine theta and sine theta into one of the forms. Okay. Where's the example of this, though? T is equal to tangent of theta over 2. That's what you do. According to Spivak, this is undoubtedly the world's sneakiest substitution. Alexa says, can you explain to me what sine and cosine are? Yeah, they're just oscillating functions. Just go up and down between -1 and 1. They're very useful in like simple harmonic motion. So things in this world like springs or pendulums or even like going around in a circle kind of follow like this pattern. That's what sine and cosine are. And they're just a way of describing a lot of things in life, like waves and stuff in nature. They're really cool. What's up, Peggy? Okay, so I think what we said we were going to do is we were going to use the substitution that, what is it? T is equal to tangent of theta over 2. And then I can write sine and cosine in this form. Okay. Let me see how I can... Oh, okay. So anything that's cosine of theta is now 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. Okay, this is the... Got you. I got you. Why? It's just how things work, Alexis. Yeah. There's this cool little animation. Let me show it to you real quick. Yeah, here we go. This is kind of a cool one. So this, for example, if you were something on this green circle going around, right? And you're going around at a constant speed, the horizontal position that you're at would follow this blue cosine curve. See how this thing kind of looks like nice and squiggly and smooth? Whereas if you were to track the height of your position as you went around the circle, that would follow this red curve, which is also a trig function. In this case, this one is sine. The only difference between sine and cosine is that they're like horizontally shifted from each other. It's like where they start. And that has to do with like phasing. So this is just one example of why sine and cosine are cool. They come up in a lot of other things. Pendulums, for instance, definitely use it. You want to do it for an ellipse? Let me see. I don't know if they have any animation for one going around an ellipse. I don't see an easy one. Yeah, it helps to know, the complex and stuff. Yes, okay, so this is what Weierstrass says. This is a sneaky substitution. Do I have a math degree? I have a PhD in physics. But I do a lot of math. So, this is kind of like part of it. Can you explain a reducible third or higher order differential equation? Chill. If you do have a legit question you want me to go over, like this one, we have a website for this. It's the link there, guys. It's just actualofficehours.com. And you can drop a screenshot in here. Just type your username, drop a screenshot, and we might go over it we might go over your question live here on the stream. You have some questions on your 12U physics? Yeah, we'll submit some screenshots of it. I don't think I can like have you join the TikTok because I don't know how that works. But if you want to submit a question, like take a screenshot of whatever your physics question is, I'll do it here on the stream. I'll do it live. You lay. Okay, so what this says is anything. What's the website? It's right there. It says actualofficehours.com. It's also the link in our bio. If you want to go check it there. Okay. So anytime you see a cosine theta, you can write it as 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. Anytime you see a sine of theta, you can write that as 2t over 1 plus t squared. And then your d theta, which in this case is dx, you have to write as this. Very cool. All right, you're good. I don't know why my chat's not working on TikTok. Like, everyone can see the TikTok chat. The TikTok people can't see the other chat. It's annoying. It's summer, bro. Why are you on my FYP? Because math is forever. Math never leaves you, bro. Okay. So let's do the substitution, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'll switch the bounds back later, right? Or how does Weierstrass work with the bounds? Oh, I guess it's from this, right? So okay. So if theta in this case was going from 0 to pi over 2, then t goes from tangent of 0 to tangent of pi over 4. Yeah, I got you. Thank you. Tangent of 0 is 0. Tangent of pi over 4 is equal to 1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So now, this is an integral from 0 to 1. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Yeah, just pretend that x is equal to theta. You're right. So this is from 0 to 1, and then this is 1 over. So all the sine things became 2t over 1 plus t squared. And then cosine became 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. And then my dx, d theta, whatever you want to call it, that became 2 dt over 1 plus t. Oh, look, the 1 plus t squared is canceled. Love that. Yeah, that's really fucking cool, actually. Yes. Thanks for the follow. Okay. So this is going to come through, and it's going to hit each of these. And when it does that, it's gonna cancel them out, right? So now we're left with the integral from 0 to 1 of 2 dt, and then that's just 2t plus 1 minus t squared. Oh man, I wish I had another t or something. You forgot plus 1 in the denominator? Did I forget a plus 1? Where? I think I'm okay. Oh, when you first swapped to T. Where? Where did I lose that? When I first swapped to T, it should be all of this plus 1. Oh, yes.
Disqualified.
Oh, you're so right. Sorry. Yes. Thank you. Yep, you guys are right. Sorry, I forgot about this. Thanks for catching me. Yes, okay. So then, okay, so that's actually kind of cool, because then this becomes plus 1 plus t squared. Oh, all this shit's about to cancel. Yes, I dropped the 1. Thank you. Don't drop the 1. So this cancels, and now I'm left with the integral from 0 to 1. And then that's going to be 2 over 2t plus 2 dt. Oh, this is actually really nice. I can just pull a 2 out. And then this is just the ln of t, right? ln of t plus 1, sorry. The 2's cancel. You don't pull it out? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm like super messing up today.
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry, these cancel out. Yeah, you're right, totally right. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Can you tell the World Cup did a number on me yesterday? Forgetting like basic algebra. Okay, so then this is just ln of 2 minus the ln of 1. ln of 1 is just 0. And so I think the answer is just ln of 2, yeah? No mistakes? I think I did it. Very cool. That was a cool one.
Well done! Well done!
Looks correct. Yes. Nice. Whose was that? Oh, it was Fembox? Nice. That was a fun one. Cool. Alexa says, hey, Mr. Smart Guy, may I ask you about advice for making a decision for my junior year classes? Of course. What do you want to ask about? Totally. I'm free to... My advice is free. That's why we're here. It's not letting you upload a photo. Oh, no. Why is that? Should be letting you. What does it say? Because, I mean, other people are able to upload photos. Does it tell you what the error is? Yeah, Fembox uploaded this one already. Let's go see what's in the queue. It's just not showing when I add it. Oh, okay. Breasticles, I'm alive again. I'm glad you're alive, Breasticles. Are you doing this on Microsoft Paint? No. This is not on Microsoft Paint. It's a program called Group World. UL, do you want to join our Discord maybe? And just submit it that way? That's another way to do things. So, this should work. Honestly. You just... Is this yours? Wild Joker? This is another kind of fun. Who did this? This is a cool little integral. I'll do this one as well. Yeah, the sun... Dude, I got fucked up by sunburn too.
Bruh.
That's why I'm wearing. Yeah, you can see. I got this is 2 days out, but yeah, and I was only out for like an hour and a half, dude. I'm just such a piece of fine white ivory, dude. I get burnt so quickly. But Yule, it should. There are 2 ways to upload the photos. So you can either drag and drop here. You can literally hit paste, or you can click on it, and it should bring up some sort of thing for you to like add the file, and then just type in your username and just hit upload. It really it should allow you to do it. Can you DM me? No, because I have how the streaming setup works. I don't have access to like my TikTok. You should be able to send this though. Really? Here, do you want to send me an email? You can send me an email. I'll let you send me an email. Couldn't move for like 2 days straight. This is my first time being at my desktop since the 4th. Couldn't walk. Jesus.
Oh shit, not good.
Oh, real life calls? Okay. Here, I'll give you my email, Yule. You wanna just email me it?
Nice.
There. That's my email. Send me an email with your screenshots. Send it to that. And let me know when you do, and I'll pull it up. And actually, I'll show you how like we would upload photos. I'll prove to you that it works. Anyways, okay, let's see. What was another question on the queue we had? So again, if you have any questions you want to ask, just like type your username in here. Hit this, hit upload. You can also join our Discord. We have a pretty big community of people. We give out prizes and stuff for doing well in your classes. What do I use? I use Group World. Group World. This is them. This is them. They're very like, I don't know what I would say. They're very, very basic, but yeah. Been using them forever. I think I need to like renegotiate with these people because I think I spend $30 a month. Yeah, wait, I could be spending 15. Wait, that's better. I'd be much happier with 15. Let's see if I have to change my account later. What is this, sir? This is office hours, so it's like kind of an open forum for you guys to submit questions for me to help you guys out. I'm gonna do this one real quick, and then in what? In 20 minutes, I'll open the Discord so that Preskullz can help me do his question. Okay. Let's see. X ln of 4x dx. Ooh. OneNote is peak nostalgia, yeah. Okay. When I think of something like this, I want to say integration by parts. USUB doesn't seem to work. If this was 4x squared, then it would, right? Because the derivative of 4x squared shows up somewhere else, which is nice. But we don't have that. So I'm thinking I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this. So usually we have to pick like something to be U and something to be DV. So we need something we know how to integrate, and we need to know something that we know how to do derivatives of. Yeah. I don't really know how to integrate ln of x, but I do know how to derive ln of x. So I'm going to say U is equal to ln of 4x. So then du is equal to 1 over 4x times 4. Right? It's 1 over the thing times the derivative of what's inside. So that's just going to be 1 over x dx. Maybe a Feynman trick. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. So then dv, I'm going to call equal to x, because then if I integrate that, so this is x dx. Integral of this is easy, right? This is 1/2 x squared. Or maybe x squared over 2 is a better way to write it. Just raise the power, divide by new power. So then this turns into the integral, or sorry, this turns into uv minus the integral of v du, right? So uv is going to be x squared over 2 ln of 4x. You think so? I don't think I actually need it here. Right? And then minus the integral of v du. Well, that's minus the integral of this. Minus integral of x squared over 2 times 1 over x dx. Well, this is beautiful. Actually, I really like this one. And then we keep the same bounds, right? Because we didn't actually do any substitutions. So this is still from 0 to 4. This is still from 0 to 4. So this cancels, this cancels. And so I'm going to get this. Well, oh, ln of 0 is undefined. I don't like that. But I think this probably kills it off faster, right? My solution will make you mad. You submitted? I will check. Let me do this real quick. So anyways, this would be 16 over 2 ln of 16 minus 0 over 2 ln of 0. I think maybe this is 0. Yeah, I think we can apply a limit probably. I'll have to see. Here, this is questionable. I don't like 0 times infinity. But then this is okay. Because this is just minus 1/2, and then the integral of x dx is just going to be x squared over 4, x squared over 2. So it becomes 1/2 times 1/2 x squared. And that's from 0 to 4. So again, you get a 0, and then you're going to get, so this is going to be minus 16 over 4. So that's going to be minus 4. So this part's minus 4. This is 8 ln of 16. It's integral of ln of u to u, so shrug. Oh, I see. Oh, if you just say that integral of ln of u du. I don't think that works though, Obi, right? Because this is not... If this was 4x squared, I'd be cool with that. If this was like 8x, 4x squared. This like screws things up. Yes, Yule. Let me just... Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes to finish this question real quick. Alright. I want to know the limit as x approaches 0 of, let's just say, x squared ln of 4x. I don't think the 4 really matters, right? I think we can just say x squared ln of x. You can force x squared in the beginning, use log properties maybe. How? Alexa says, should I take geometry and pre-calculus or pre-calculus and physics for my junior year? I would take pre-calc and physics. Yeah, don't miss out on physics. Physics is great. Fun fact, you can also do it with a differentiation under the integral sign. Yes, that's a Feynman trick. Multiply and divide the 2. Right. Oh, I see what you guys are going to say. You're going to say, like, multiply by 2, divide by 2? Actually, this is actually kind of fun. Wait. Alternative solution. Yeah, no, I think I see what you guys are saying. You're saying multiply by 2, but also multiply by 1/2. So you're effectively multiplying by 1. And then you have ln of 4x dx. And then this can go up as an exponent, right? So then you have 1/2 integral of x ln of 4x squared. Oh, that's really cool, actually. That's a really cool trick. I didn't think about that. Oh, nice. So then this is x ln of 16x squared. Beautiful. Now you can say u is equal to 16x squared. Du is equal to 32x dx. So then, what does this become? 1 over 64 integral of ln of u du. But see, I still don't know what the integral of ln of u is. I know that's one that you can kind of like look up, but I don't know this one off the top of my head. The exponent applies to the ln itself, not the argument of the function. No, it applies to the argument. Oh, integral of ln of x is x ln of x. Okay, so that's 1 over 64. Never mind, I'm tweaking. It's okay. It's alright, dude. Yeah, u ln of u, and then u is 16x squared, right? So this is 1 over 64. 16x squared ln of 16x squared minus 16, right? And then that's evaluated from 0 to 4. So you're still going to have this issue.
Emotional damage.
Which I think is, yeah, look at this. So 16 over 16, I don't know. This is probably where my 4 came from. And then there's another minus 16 in there. Yeah, it's the same lower bound issue. Okay. Let me look at what Ulay submitted to me real quick. I think we're pretty much done on that one. I just need to evaluate what is it? I'll come back to this in a second. Let me see. Ulay, you said you sent me something, right? Did you email it to me? Or did you manage to get it on the queue? I think okay, you emailed it to me. All right, let me find it. Let me go find it. Yeah, you have to take the limit anyways. We'll do it. I'll come back to that one. I'm not seeing it in my email. Oh, you submitted it on the web. Oh, okay. Which one was it? Because I only see these 3. Thanks, I didn't even hydrate. Thank you. Try it again, UL, or just it's a banked curve speed question. Yeah, I know how these ones work. They're kind of annoying. No, it's for anything. Any tutoring for anything. Any math, physics, chemistry, anything that's STEM related from middle school up to like early college I can do. If you want to submit a question, Valier, for us to go over, there's a website right there. That's the website. And you click on it and you can just dump in a screenshot of what the question is. I don't see the one... UL, I don't see one that you submitted, though. I see everyone else's that got submitted. I don't see yours, though. Can I see your email again? Yes. Okay, here you go. Yeah, send me email. Send me email right there. Send me an email. geo@actual.education. It's kind of a weird email address. Because most things are like .com or like .net or something. But we bought the .education domain. So that's why we have geo@actual.education. Thoughts on the 4-1 game? Ugh, don't remind me.
Oh, no.
That was a miserable game to watch, dude. That was so bad. I did not enjoy the game last night. Yeah. I think my math is beyond early college. Okay. Yeah, if you have really, really hard math questions, if you're talking like topology or, I don't know, like partial differential equations or stuff, we have a bunch of other really awesome math streamers that have like PhDs in math. Breskel's right. He's like, what math? Breskel's is very smart. He knows a lot of like upper level. You're taking measure theory. Good. Well then, yes. Maybe Breskel's is your friend. Or I would say any of the people in that list. So e to the 2I pi is a very good friend of ours. And he, I think he's done measure theory. But make sure, go give them a follow as well. Check my email. Okay, I'm going to go check it. I'm waiting. Checking my email. I don't see anything. I don't see it in my spam either. One sec. Come on. Are you sure you spelled everything right? Okay, I can probably. One sec. We will find a way to get help for you. Let me. I can send you a DM on my phone, and then I can forward that myself. Yeah, here it is. Give me a second. Inbox requests. Here, UL, try sending me a DM on my TikTok. I'll pull it up there. I'll pull it up that way. I don't have access on the stream here to pull up my TikTok, but I can pull it up on my phone. Try that. Let me see what this one would have been real quick. I think I can figure out this limit real quick. Where was it? Here? Yeah. We need to look at this, right? I think it's technically ln of 4x, but I don't know if the 4 really matters. Maybe it does. Okay. Because this is effectively going to be 0 times infinity. And I need it in an indeterminate form. So let me think how to do that. I think one way is to say that this would be ln of 4x over 1 over x squared. Right? Limit as x approaches 0. And then this is infinity over infinity, right? And this is okay for doing L'Hopital's rule, I think. Because then I can take derivative of the top, derivative of the bottom. It's not letting me. What country are you from, dude? Are you in like some place like like North Korea that just has like an incredible like firewall? You can't send me DMs, dude. Canada? No, Canada's fine, dude. We have plenty of Canadian students. Here, one sec. Maybe I can do it this way. Let me follow you back. And let me send you a message this way. There we go. Unless maybe you have like a kid account. You know, they have this stuff where like they prevent adult and children from like now interacting with each other, which is dumb because like I'm trying to help you. Yeah, can I even send I don't even see how I send messages to you. Oh, you sent me a video. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. Okay, I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. All right, give me 1 second. That's hilarious that we had to do it this way. But I got you. Okay. I'm going to show you how this would have actually worked. We have made it work. Cool. All right. There we go. Got it. We got it. We got it. So I got level 4 and there was like some mistakes on the diagram. I want to follow you doing it. Yeah, sure. Let me finish this one real quick. This one's really easy. ln of 4x is 1 over 4x times 4. And then this would be over 1 over x to the third. Oh, this actually becomes worse and worse. Oh no! Oh wait, does it? Actually, no, it's fine, right? Okay. Because then this would become x to the third on the top over x on the bottom. which is x squared, that's just equal to 0. Okay, so yes, this was just equal to 0. Okay, I think that's right. Actually, you're checking the limit from the right side. Stop, dude. It's negative infinity over infinity. Okay, let me see what UL's was. Let me help him out with some physics. So there we go. So UL, see, here's your question. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna have to rotate this. 0 over 0 is still okay though, right? Equivalent of yelling plus C. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see. This was UL's. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So it says a student did not listen in class, so they became a civil engineer and actually banked a turn in the wrong direction.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That would be bad. Okay. So the banking angle makes it more dangerous for cars to drive because the high risk that they will slide down the slope. Assume the banking angle is 10 degrees and the coefficient of static friction is that and the turn radius is that. Okay. Draw a free body diagram and the concepts to explain why it is impossible for a car to navigate this term when there's 0 friction. Okay, cool. So you're saying something is, again, moving around in a circle this way. So it's experiencing circular motion, which means there's always going to be like some sort of centripetal acceleration, right? So we can say that like centripetal acceleration would always point inwards. And then if I were to look at this from like the side view, okay? Very good. If I'm going to like look at it this way, let's say this is the car. Then, and we say it's banked in the opposite direction. So instead of it being banked this way and like running around in a circle, we're having it banked this way, which is super odd. And then we're going to say that that's equal to like some value of theta. So then the car is here. Here, let me make the banking angle not so super steep. It is only 10 degrees. Okay. Cool. All right. And you need somehow there to be centripetal acceleration, right? Pointing in and to the right. Okay. This is kind of the key concept here. So when things move in a circle, they need some acceleration that's always pointing inwards towards the center of the rotation. So I need AC to be pointing in that way, okay? And then that's always, remember, equal to v squared over r. So whatever the velocity of this thing is, or I guess really the speed moving around in the circle, that's going to determine what the centripetal acceleration needs to be to the right. Now, looking at the free body diagram here, right? Okay. Yes, I do have a force of gravity that's pulling down. And then I do have a normal force that's pointing up and to the left. Do you notice how none of these forces have any component pointing to the right? So that's a problem. Because in order for something to move around in a circle, I need some sort of force that pulls it into the right. In the case where this was banked correctly, like not banked the wrong direction, let's say for instance it was banked right this way, and this was still the center. In that case, right? Yes, you have force of gravity pulling down. You have normal force pointing up into the right. Now some of this force, right? Because some of it points up, some of it points to the right. The amount that points to the right is what allows you to move around in a circle. Exactly. And so, yeah, the only way for this to work, so this would be like the correct, let's say like, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to say this is, just so you can see. So this is normal force, which is going to have components. And then this is AC. So this is correct banking. And we would say that like this Fnx is equal to centripetal acceleration times the mass. Okay, so yeah, in order for this to work, you need some sort of force that has a component to the right, and absolutely correct there, it has to be the static friction. So in this case, we need force of friction, which is going to oppose where the thing wants to go. So if this thing is chilling without friction, it wants to slide down. And so friction always opposes the motion of where something wants to go. This wants to slide down, so friction will point up and to the right. And because it's pointing up and to the right, it has some component of it, right? Which we could say this is like force friction X. This component will have to provide the acceleration for this thing to move around in a circle. Okay, what is the fastest speed a car can go around the turn without losing control if mu s is equal to 0.9? Okay, great. So let's figure that out. All right. So force of gravity will always be constant. That's always equal to mg, right? And then if we were to break these up into components in like the up and the down direction, okay? This ends up being force of friction times the sine of theta. And then, so here we can say like force friction X, or force friction Y is equal to force of friction sine theta. And then force of friction X is equal to the force of friction cosine theta. And all we're doing there, Yule, is we're breaking up this diagonal force into horizontal and vertical forces. We're not rotating the inclined plane. Usually we would do that, but because our centripetal, because the acceleration I care about is left-right, I don't want to move this. I don't want to rotate this plane. Because if I rotate this, then I got to deal with like different components for the acceleration, which is a pain. Okay, so does that make sense so far? This is friction in the x direction. This is friction in the y direction. And then we need to convert normal force into components. I gotta remember how this works with the geometry. If this is 90, this is theta. Oh, I think I remember now. Yeah, I think I do this. Right, this is also going to be theta. So this would be Fny. And then this right here would be Fnx. Let's move that. Okay. So Fny is equal to Fn cosine theta. And then Fnx is equal to Fn sine theta. So it's actually the opposite versus doing this one. And that makes sense because Fn and force friction are 90 degrees from each other. Cool. Okay, so I need the sum of the forces in the y direction to be equal to 0. Because I need this thing to not be moving up and down. And what forces do we have in the y direction? Well, I have Fny, I have force friction y, and I have force of gravity. So that's going to tell me that Fny plus force of friction y minus force of gravity has to equal 0. Okay. And then we can get expressions for that. So this, right, is going to be Fn cosine theta. Force friction y is force of friction sine theta. And then minus force of gravity is minus mg. Okay. Some other things we learn, right, is that force of friction is equal to mu Fn. And in the case of the maximum speed, I want to use the static coefficient of friction. So Static friction is the maximum amount of frictional force that can be provided to keep something still. So to keep this from falling down the ramp, we want to have the maximum amount of friction doing that if we're going the fastest. And so, yeah, I can now plug that in for here. And so I'll say this is Fn cosine theta plus mu s Fn sine theta minus mg is equal to 0. Okay, now let's look at the sum of the forces in the x direction. I will eventually have to, yeah. I guess I could solve for it. Yeah, I could solve for Fn here. You're right. Yep, I could. I'm just going to write them out. All right, so sum of the forces in the x direction has to be equal to the mass times the acceleration in the x direction, which the acceleration in the x direction is v squared over r. And what forces do we have in the x direction? Well, I have force of friction in the x direction minus the normal force in the x direction. And so friction in the x direction, right, was Fr cosine theta, and then Fr is mu s Fn. So I'm going to say this is mu s Fn cosine theta minus Fn sine theta. Or sorry, yeah, minus Fn sine theta. All has to equal that. So yeah, I have R. I want to figure out the maximum speed. I have M. I just need Fn. So you're right. I do need to use this to solve. This is a fun problem. So solve for Fn. So you're gonna get that Fn times cosine theta plus mu s sine theta is equal to mg. Move it over, right? Let me move this up a little bit. So then Fn is equal to mg over cosine theta plus mu s sine theta. All right, and then I think we have some values, right? What's m equal to? 1,000 kilograms? What did they say? Oh, you know, actually the m's going to cancel, won't it? Yeah, you actually don't need the m. That's actually kind of fun. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you. This is, I remember this is the question where, yeah, the m's actually cancel. So if I plug this back in to here, then we're going to get mv squared over r is equal to, let's pull out the Fn. So I'm going to say Fn, and it's going to be mu s cosine theta minus sine theta. And then Fn was equal to mg over cosine theta plus mu s sine theta. Right? So this came into here. And then this is all times mu s cosine theta minus sine theta. Cool thing here is that the m's cancel. So I actually don't need the mass. And so then I'm left with that v is equal to the square root of g over r. And then it's going to be mu s cosine theta minus sine theta all over cosine theta plus mu s sine theta. Okay. And then I think they gave us r at least, right? Yeah, r is 80, mu s is 0.9. So theta equals 10 degrees. R equals 80. You are right. It is G times R. Yep. You're right, bro. No, you're good. I needed to multiply through by R. Not divide by R. You're right, that's wrong. I make mistakes. Okay. And then mu is good eye. Good catching it. Mu is 0.9. So let's get out our gold calculator. I don't want the silver one. There we go. Cool. All right, let's solve for this. 9.8 times 80 is that, and then times 0.9 cosine. Let me make sure I'm in degree mode. I am in degree mode. Good. 0.9 cosine of 10 minus the sine of 10. And then all of that is divided by the cosine of 10 plus 0.9 sine of 10. And then we square root this. Oh, no. And I get 22 meters per second. I think that's like 60 miles an hour. I remember that being like kind of a special value. Oh, 50 miles an hour. Yeah, or 49. Okay. So you say around 49 miles per hour. But maybe in Canada, it's kilometers per hour. They probably use different stuff. Okay, cool. Is there a slowest speed the car can drive? You can do a calculation or explain how you know the words. Interesting. Well... Oh, no need for that? You already did it, right? Okay. Yeah. I think there probably isn't a slowest speed. Because I want to say that static friction can at least just hold it at 0. I hope it can. Yeah, I could do the calculation. Do you send me another photo? Let me see. Let's see. You did something wrong. So I would never plug in variables, by the way. I know you're writing like cosine 10, sine 10. Yeah. Don't plug in things till the very end. Just as like a little hint. Can I save this photo, please? Let me save it. One sec. Alright, let me copy your image and see what happened. Your diagram was wrong for the FS? Yeah, let me see. One sec, I'm pulling in. Alright, let's see. Starting off. Wrong triangle. So this is right. Centripetal force is going to the right. I think this is okay. I don't think this is 10 degrees is the issue. Oh, this is 10 degrees. Okay, you wrote that correctly. And then for this, I think you just needed this to be 10 degrees. So let's see. So Fn, let's see, did you write the right thing? Fny is Fn cosine theta? Cool, yeah, this is right. And then, yeah, I don't know about wrong triangle. I don't know what she's saying, like wrong triangle. I mean, this is technically correct. That's the correct triangle. I think the problem is here is I can't see, like, okay. Sine theta Fs. Mm-hmm. Oh, you drew the triangle above. Ah. Oh, I see. You drew this triangle. Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh no.
Thank you, Breasticles. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. I see. This is the triangle you drew. Yeah. No. The force is this way, right? And then you want to put things in terms of this coordinate axis and this coordinate axis, so that's why you make the triangle like this. You call it FS, but that's fine. I mean, I understand what FS and FN is. Like, I understand FNY here. This is correct. You kind of like took off like which FS this is. FS is fine. I understand that for friction. For this one, right in with the MG stuff, you should have had FN cosine theta. Should have had minus FS sine theta. Or plus, sorry. Should have had plus FN sine theta. Yeah, here's the main mistake here. This should have been a plus. Because this points up, but then this also points up, right? The component of friction, you have it pointing, this way, which is diagonal and down. It's not really down. So this should have been a plus. Yeah. And then I think you're money, dude. I think everything else is fine. Let me see. You say FS cosine theta minus sine. Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, because this is FS cosine theta. This is minus FN sine. Yeah, and then this is all right. The only issue is, yeah, this needed to have a plus on it. Yeah, if this was a plus, then I think all your other stuff would have been correct here. Yeah. Minus, like, I forget, where did the Muse go? Where's Mu? You don't have it. Where's Mu? You low-key mastered it now? Nice, dude. Yeah, but also, yeah, you're missing Mu. I don't see Mu anywhere. Which I guess wouldn't make a huge difference because Mu is 0.9. It's basically 1. But yeah, yeah. Don't forget, you need a Mu S here. Anything that has FS needs to be a Mu S. It's like a Mu S, yeah. Oh, you call FS, you say FS has your Mu on it? You can't see it? I really can't, dude. Is this your Mu S, dude? What? Oh, okay, wait. I think I see it. This is it. This is your Mu S. I see it. Oh, I see. You put it afterwards. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Don't put this afterwards because this is confusing. Because you don't know if you're taking the sine of 10 degrees times mu s or the sine of 10 degrees times mu s. It does look like a phi. I will agree with Breasticles. It does look like a phi. Yeah. You want to get in the habit of, like, put this in front of the sine. I see it, but yeah, it's a little tricky. You were close though, dude. 26. I mean, it's close. The answer was 22, so. But we had the same answer. No, I got 22. You got 26. And again, that'll matter because if this was a minus sign, you'd be dividing by a smaller number, which makes a bigger number. But if this is a plus sign, you divide by a bigger number, which gives you a smaller number. So yeah, I think that's the only little error you had there. Is that this should have been plus. And then you would have gotten the right answer. Anyways, I hope that helps you. It's a cool question. I'll save this to our to our Discord. If you don't have Discord yet, you really should. Discord's pretty great, honestly, and we have a lot of really fun activities we do. Like we have like chess tournaments, Fortnite tournaments. We give out gift cards for asking questions and doing better in school. So this is the Discord, for instance. So every time a question gets done, it gets put into our thread here. And so I'll also drop the screenshot in for you here. So this has a screenshot of the whole question we did. And then also there's a link to the YouTube recording of it, so you can go back and watch the entire thing we did if you ever want to. But yeah, go check it out. It's cool. Nice. Like elliptical orbits. Yeah, we can do stuff like elliptical orbits. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff. All right, let me open up the Discord for our poor sunburnt breasticles. Sounds kind of funny though, right? Sunburnt breasticles. Like, bro, put some FPF, put some SPF down there, dude. You think you joined it? Nice. Cool. Let me see. Is your name similar to what? Oh yeah, UL. Okay, awesome. So, UL, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a point for that question. So like within the Discord, I'll do like add amount point. There you go, UL. And then there you go. Here it is. There in the Discord is where your solution is. And yeah, check it out. There's a whole like guide on like how you can get points. If you just like follow accounts and like post that you're doing well in school and stuff. Once you get to like 10, it's called like bond coins in our server. It's like a little currency we have. I buy you like whatever gaming gift card you want. So if you play like Fortnite or Roblox or anything, we give them out. And I will announce we are going to do a chess tournament this Saturday, Friday. I apologize that I've been kind of distant. Or not distant. I've been kind of busy on this UCLA class, man. It's such a headache. All right. Yeah, can I show you again? Yeah, right here. Here's I tagged you it. So there you are. And there's your first point. Your first bond coin. Your first bond coin for asking a question. You got it? Nice, cool, great. There you go. Welcome. All right, let me do Brasicle's question. Brasicle's been waiting around for a bit. Usually we'll like randomly select questions, but that's only if the queue's like really long. The queue's like kind of chill. I'm gonna pick some fun ones. Okay, nice. What's up, my sunburnt fellow?
What's up? I finally was able to like make it out of bed and do stuff. It's bad.
Wait. You were just like hungover, or like, are you like you couldn't get out of bed because
like
of
I
sunburn?
was genuinely like so sunburned, like I couldn't walk. I would go to the bathroom and I would have to hold on to the like a shelf in the sink counter to use the bathroom.
What? I didn't know that was possible. Do you have like 3rd-degree burns on your body or something?
It's pretty close. I mean,
there's gotta be blisters, no?
Boils. Yeah. It was bad
no.
enough. I almost was like, I might go into urgent care for it.
Wear some fucking sunscreen, dog.
I did. The problem was that
I got the water.
I had the proactive thought on the 4th of July. I thought about everything we'd need, aka how many cases of beer I need.
How many cases of beer you have? How many fireworks?
Yeah, and I didn't think about, like the possibility of getting shade. I didn't think about the fact that the UV index was about 11 that day.
Ooh.
And I was out there for like 6 hours. Without like much shade, and I didn't realize I was that sunburnt until I got home. And
you gotta have
you
gotta have a fucking an easy up, dude. What?
I
You guys don't have these things?
I should have thought about it. We do, but like
they're very easy.
No,
they're like $100.
I know. I didn't think about that.
I also got
there, and I was like,
yeah.
whatever.
I also got sunburned only in like the first hour, which was crazy. So this was.
Yeah, I was.
This was me and.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, you can see I'm already like getting red. It's crazy. But yeah, I was also pretty sunburned.
But boys took a screenshot of me and my Rust teammates. He was like, "Yeah, I know you got school stuff going on." I was like, "Oh no, I'm just so sunburned, I can't move." And I turned on.
Damn, bro.
Let's see if I can find a picture of it.
Yeah, go find
a
picture.
And there's like a horrible like line across my face from the sunglasses. And people don't seem to realize it's sunglasses. It'll be like, "What's with like half your face being burnt and the rest being fine?" And I was like, "Or sunglasses and a hat."
Yeah, here. This is my degree of sunburntness. I had a pretty. It was pretty bad, but I don't think nearly as bad as you. And I was only out for like an hour. Okay, let me see. Solve the following first order initial boundary value problem. UT plus x ux is equal to x for x is greater than t, x is greater than 0, t is greater than 0. With these initial boundary conditions. Oh, okay.
I'll send you a pic. This is 3 days later.
3 days later? Oh god, let's see.
Yes, this is after 3 days of just like spraying
no,
myself
dude.
with lidocaine.
Dude, oh my god, on the left, dude, you are burnt. You are burnt.
Yeah, and the picture doesn't include it on like my shoulder. On the left, there's just like a big pocket of pus.
Oh no.
And like when I lift up my arm, it like
you poor boy
flows down into another pocket.
Oh god, Texas heat is no joke,
dude.
It's
bad.
No fucking joke,
not.
man. Okay, well, you know, we always have to learn our lessons somehow, right? You know, and so maybe you learned something this time.
If anything, I learned not to let my homeboys get in the truck when they're fucked up, because it was perfectly clean beforehand, and now it's covered in like sand and shit.
Oh yeah, dude, same dude. Yeah, my whole truck.
And of course, this kid has like he's mastered the art of like when he throws up, when he gets fucked up, it's not like he throws up in one spot. Like I've had
projectile vomits everywhere.
Like, yeah, it's everywhere. Like consecutively, you can tell when he throws up and not someone else.
Yeah.
Because with him, it's like it looks like he throws up and then he rolls around in it and then he throws up some more and then he grabs it and he starts throwing it at the walls.
Oh my god, was he a fucking monkey or something, dude? Throwing shit at the walls, dude?
I don't know. I remember
damn it.
The first time he got too drunk and someone threw up in someone's bathroom. I had walked in and I was gonna help them clean it up, and then I looked at it and I was like, no.
You're like, no, dude. This is a horror scene.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was on the back wall. It was underneath the toilet. It was around the back of the toilet.
Jesus.
Like, it was on top of the toilet seat. It was in the bathtub.
I remember my first college.
Yeah, it was rough for him.
I can't remember the last time I puked. Like that's yeah. Well, you'll eventually grow up, or you'll join AA. You know. One of those two things will happen, hopefully. Rodrigo says method of lines. Ooh, wow. And sun damage causes thymine dimers, and we humans don't have DNA repair mechanisms for it. So yeah. So RIP your skin. I agree, Rodrigo. RIP. All right. Let's see. How do we do this one? This is a multivariable differential equation. It's a partial differential equation, right? Because I got some partial derivatives. Ooh, do I remember how to do this though? I think I do. Let me see if I do. Let's see if I do. I think u is equal to like x of x times t of t. I think that's the big money shot, right? Is that it?
That works on a lot of them. I theorize that that's probably how this was supposed to be done on the question, because that's the only method of solving that he taught in this course.
Yes.
I only know the other ones from taking PDE, but I don't know actually how the hell you would solve it.
It doesn't work this way?
I'm sure there's a way. The problem is that a lot of the times when you do that method, you want it to be bounded on some interval of like negative L to L or 0 to L, and bounded on some interval.
Oh, because I can then use a sine or a cosine.
Series. Yeah, and then your Fourier coefficients would be the integral on that boundary. So unless it's gonna converge on the interval of like 0 to infinity or negative infinity to infinity, it gets kind of awkward. This one I would use method of characteristics.
Method of characteristics. Rodrigo was saying method of lines. Is that similar to method of characteristics?
Yeah, we call them characteristic lines.
Okay, cool. Method of characteristics, or Rodrigo also identified method of lines. Okay, I like the method of lines. How does this method work? What do I start with?
So basically our idea is that along these characteristic curves, we can reduce this PDE into an ODE.
Okay.
Is kind of our idea.
Am I like guessing solutions?
Almost. So we're going to start by recognizing, right, that ddt of u, and we're going to call x along this characteristic curve, x is going to be a function of t. So it'll be ddt of u of x of t, comma t.
Okay, so we're saying x is a function of t, and also like t is also a function of t.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then when we take the derivative by the chain rule, it becomes ux dx dt plus ut.
Let me think. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to say ddt of u of x of t, comma t. And I'm going to say by the chain rule, that's going to become...
Or it might be a directional derivative.
Or maybe it's a directional? Yeah, maybe... Wait, sorry. I'm going to get... What is this? du dt dx dt, right? And then is this plus du dt dt dt?
I believe so, but some of them should be particles.
Yeah. How does this work again? One sec. Directional derivative. Wait, they just say nabla.u. That's a little bit different. Let me think.
Try look up total derivative.
Total derivative. Yeah, I think that's what I want.
Yeah, total derivative.
Yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want. But I want total derivative for different variables, right? Yeah, okay, this is what I want. Sorry, this is what I want.
That's it.
This is it. Okay, so if y is a function of t, u1, blah, 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 blah. Okay, got you. This is the... One sec. Okay. So by this... So actually, this isn't a full du dt. This is a partial u, partial t. Right? Or is this supposed to be the total derivative? I'm gonna say it's not. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be partial u partial x, I guess, right?
Yeah. Partial u, partial x.
Partial x. And then I'm going to say partial x, partial t. Plus partial u, partial t.
Should be a
partial
total t. Or a ordinary partial x, partial t, and then a ordinary partial t, I believe.
This should be in order. This should be du dt, you think?
No, that one's correct, but the xt and the tt should be totals.
Xt
so
and the
inevitably
this should be total.
Well, the tt becomes 1. No, so the partial u partial x should be a normal partial.
Okay.
But right next to it, that should be a normal ordinary.
This should be dx dt, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is partial u partial t, but then it's dt dt, but dt dt is just 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What's up, Luigi? Okay, cool. Okay, so now that we've said that, do I want to integrate both sides maybe?
No, so what we can do is first we can take a look and we can recognize, okay, this looks a lot like what we're given.
Oh, I see. I think I see what you're going to say. I'm going to say plus partial u partial t. And I'm going to say this kind of looks like this, is what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is partial u partial t plus x partial u partial x is equal to x. So maybe if I were to do, if I want this to look like this, this is where I want to separate things. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, right? This is my...
By mathematical authority, this is incumbent upon you that you may break up the dr dt.
I want to break this up, dude. I want to like multiply this thing through by ddx or something. Yeah.
And then I found the formula for the directional derivative.
Okay.
It's in that like center line. It's a dot product. I figured there was.
Oh, I see.
They read it weird sometimes.
Yeah. Do we need the directional derivative, you think?
Well, kind of the idea is that it is a directional derivative, is in essence what we're saying. Because this is technically a transport equation. So what we're like transporting some quantity through space. And so kind of the idea is like, okay, this looks a lot like a directional derivative. And our directional derivative would describe how this quantity is being transported through space and time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we could say that our du dt is equal to our partial derivative with respect to x multiplied
by dx dt?
Ordinary derivative of x with respect to t.
Okay, so you're going to say this looks like this. And then... Ooh.
The right hand. The right term.
This one looks like this one.
UDT looks like that, yep.
Oh, I agree with that, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to say that this kind of looks like this, I guess?
Yep.
Where x is now dx dt?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is all equal to just...
Yeah, and then so x would be our du dt.
Okay. Wait. X would be our du dt. Yes. Okay. So you're going to say that this all kind of like looks the same. Mm-hmm. Wait, how is this partial u partial t different from this partial u partial t?
That shouldn't be a partial u. That should be a total u.
That should be a total u. Wait, on the left or on the right? Sorry.
No, on the left.
Got you. Okay, so this is still partial u partial t. But then this is total. See, Wolfram didn't do that. Wolfram just wrote them all as partials, dude.
Yeah, depending on like what your application is, there's different like ways of.
I like this. This is a much better way of writing it.
Derivative is the ideal way to write it. I just couldn't find a.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of this. This thing sucks. This makes more sense to me. Okay, cool. Okay. So.
Nice.
How does that help me? X is equal to du dt, basically? Yeah,
so what we can do is we can say that dx dt is equal to x, and we can first solve that.
So, wait. So, x, it's so funny because, like, we're using x in two different cases here, right? I have du dx here, but I'm going to say that's different than this x. So, x is equal to u?
No, it's the same x.
Okay.
So what we're saying is because we have partial u, partial x.
Uh-huh.
If we're basically just matching up these equations, then that means that dx dt is gonna be equal to x in this case.
Yes, I agree from this. Okay, so this is equal to this, right?
Yep.
So if x partial u partial x is equal to, I guess the order doesn't really matter, right? Maybe it does.
No, it doesn't matter.
Don't get mad at me, Zach. Dx dt partial u partial x. Then x is equal to dx dt. Seems kind of weird.
And then we can solve that differential equation right there.
Oh, I mean, this is easy. What? Don't I just say, like, t is equal to ln of x?
Yeah, or you can just use an integrating factor. Either one works.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's separable, no?
Yeah, it's separable. It's also linear, so either one's affected.
Okay. So t is equal to ln of x. Okay. Fascinating. But also, then we were going to say that x is equal to du dt, no? If I match it with this?
Almost. In a second.
Almost. Okay. All right.
A couple more things first with this equation.
All right.
So we would also you need your plus c. The plus c is actually
Don't forget the plus c. Yeah, I fucked up. That one you can yell at me for. Yeah. All right. Add the plus c.
All right, and then we would exponentiate so that we get it in terms of x.
Oh, you want x in terms of... Okay, cool. So, yeah, e to the... So I get that x is equal to c e to the t, basically.
And then, since x is a function of t, we can just move it. We're basically just going to move stuff to the other side and get c on its own to solve for t.
So you can say c is equal to x e to the minus t?
And then what that tells us is that the value x e to the negative t is constant along our characteristic lines.
Oh, okay. But is constant. Along a characteristic line. Okay. Okay. So does that mean like dc dx has to be constant, right? And dc dt has to be constant then, no?
Yeah, but we don't need to worry about that necessarily.
Okay.
Now we can jump to our du dt because we know du dt is going to be equal to x, right? From our original
So from
equation.
this, right, du dt was also equal to just x, right?
And we know that x is equal to c1 e to the t, or c e to the t.
C e to the t. Okay. Okay.
And then
so now I can just integrate. Okay.
Yep.
It seems so like kind of backwards. I feel like we're like running around in circles.
Yeah, that's kind of what this is.
Just like, I don't know. Just shaking my own hand. Okay, if I integrate both sides here, cool. Then that's just u is equal to c1 e to the t plus c2, I guess, right? Okay.
And then we can plug in for our initial conditions.
This is not a function of x though anymore, no?
Well, you gotta C1 and C2 are gonna include x.
Oh wait. Oh, but C1 was equal to x e to the negative t, right? Can I plug that in right now?
You could. What we could also do is we could just
because I feel like the e to the minus t and the e to the t would just kill it.
Yeah, in that term it would. But it doesn't help us a ton, I don't think.
I think it would make the math easier, no?
Actually, yeah, it might.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just put it in. Let's put this shit in.
I don't plug in my
so u is equal to x e to the minus t e to the t plus c2. So this cancels. And you just get that u is equal to x plus c2. Okay.
And then you gotta use your initial conditions to get what C2 is equal to.
Okay. This is supposed to be a function of x and t. I'm going to assume that c2 is a function of t, maybe? Or no, c2 is a constant,
C2
right?
would be... It's a constant along our characteristic lines.
Okay.
So just like C1 was xe to the negative t, along our characteristic line, C2 could be something else that's
a
also
function of x and t.
Along lines, yeah.
Okay. All right, so u of x comma 0 is equal to 0. So u of x comma 0 is equal to 0. So that means c2 equals negative x, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Okay, so now I have u of x comma t. It's just equal to x minus x. No! U is just equal to 0, dog.
Yeah, wait.
No, we fucked up, dude. We fucked up. We fucked up.
Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, I see where I'm wrong. So we gotta evaluate it along our curves. So you would say that u of x comma 0 or x of 0 comma 0 is equal to 0.
Okay, wait a sec. It's not u of x comma 0. It's u of x of 0 comma 0 is equal to that, right? So c2 is equal to negative x of 0.
Yeah, and we know what x of t is equal to. So we would get that c1. Yeah, we know that.
Oh, from this.
Up top, we said x is equal to c to the t. Technically, that's x of t, right? So when we plug in 0 in that case, we would get c1. So we get c1 plus c2 is equal to 0, or
okay,
c1 is equal
x
to
of t was equal to
c2.
c1 e to the t. So x of 0 is just equal to c1, right? Okay. So now I have u of x comma t is equal to c1 plus c2. Is that what I say? Or negative c1, sorry. Right? Oh, wait, no. Wait, no. C2. Oh, this is making me... Okay, sorry. No.
Yeah, you would say c1 plus c2 is equal to 0. So c1 is equal to negative c2.
C1 is equal to... Oh, wait. C2 is equal to negative C1. So C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. Okay, fine.
And then we can evaluate our second condition.
All right, let's do a second condition.
That u of 0 comma t is equal to 0.
Now, okay, t is not a function of x. So we're just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to say like t of x or something. Okay. And that's equal to 0 plus C2. And that's also equal to 0. So that tells me C2 is equal to 0. No? I don't like that. Because then C1 has to be equal to 0.
Well, that just tells us that C2 is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0, though.
Okay. Okay, so But wait, is C2 a function of x?
Yeah. Because, well, and we know that because C2 is equal to negative C1. So if C1 is a function of x...
C1 is a function of x and t. Okay, so C2 of 0 is equal to 0. I guess. Sure.
Which tells us that C2 is equal to negative x e to the negative t.
C2 is equal to negative x e to the negative t. I guess that makes sense. Sure. Okay, but then C1 was equal to positive x e to the negative t, right? Okay. So then my solution for u of x of t was just x plus c2, right? So do I say that u of x comma t is equal to x minus x e to the minus t?
Yep.
And that's it? Wow. tricky one.
Well done.
Yeah, it's a lot of like kind of back and forth. The whole idea is that
I think I'm like running around in
necessarily-
circles. Running around in circles in Mathland.
Yeah, it gets tricky when like you think of it like, oh, it's a constant, but it's not really a constant. It's a constant specifically along a characteristic line.
Got you. Yeah, and the line is a function of x and t stuff. I got you. That's, and also it kind of verges on identifying that the original question, right, looks like what the total derivative would be.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you think about it as like, okay, we're gonna, like, if we have like a person in a car and they're being transported through space and time, you know, with this function, then it would make sense we could use a directional derivative to represent how they're moving through space and time. So then we say, okay, well, it looks a lot like a directional derivative. It would make sense for it to be a directional derivative. Let's match some stuff up and see how things work out.
That's why I say like a lot of differential equations is just identifying like what does something look like, and then is it something that matches like one of our cute little techniques. It's all pattern recognition, I feel like.
Some of it. I feel like some of that is just how it's taught, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot easier to
we
teach
did
pattern
logic.
recognition for D's than to teach theory for it.
Yeah, what was it? One of the people in our chat, right, was asking about kind of higher level math classes. What were you telling him?
Oh, the measure theory?
Yeah, the measure theory guy.
Oh, I basically told him I don't really know much about that. It has more to do with statistics than I care to.
I think Zach knows about measure theory. I think he's definitely taken it. And it is, yeah, it's a lot of stat stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually taken a stats course in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie.
Stats is great, dude.
I don't like it. Not one bit. That's why. That's why I like. At first, I liked thermodynamics, and then once we got into like statistical mechanics, I was just like, "Oh my god, I don't want to do this anymore."
Disqualified.
This guy stinks.
Yeah, I will say like microstates and stuff are annoying.
Yeah, it's like, oh, calculate the entropy, and then what's the most statistically likely? Like, I don't want to.
I'm not about that live, dude. Let me see. Fresh Canned Peaches asked me an OChem question. Ooh, wow. I don't know if I could do this one. This is where I need like Joseph or Kato. I love how they put a 6-7 trend in it, dude. What? Dude, what? Analyzing reaction conditions is an important part of chemical synthesis. In trying to find some sense with this 6-7 trend, Professor Wynn has tasked you with creating a fused 6-7 ring shown from the reagent shown below. A student eagerly raises her hand to propose a synthesis. Draw the intermediates and propose the expected major products. Was the student's proposal logical and successful? If unsuccessful, explain why. Mechanisms are not required, but you may draw one for your explanation. Wow. Yeah, this is OChem and like synthesis chemistry, which I don't know how to do. What did this get ranked as difficulty-wise? Difficulty 8 out of 10. Wow. Yeah. OChem, reaction mechanism, and synthesis proposal. I am going to build something in for the bot to like do a rudimentary attempt at solving these things next. These soundboards are frying me. Sorry. They're part of the... Kids need stimulation these days to like stay engaged. So yeah. Let me see. Luigi, you submitted this question. Are you still around, Luigi? You want me to do this one? What do I got? I got 3 minutes left. I think I can do this in 3 minutes. Determine the equation line perpendicular to the tangent line. Okay. Of the function of that at a point of the curve where x is equal to ln of 3. Okay. This is pretty easy, right? Isn't it just like y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1, where m is going to be equal to the negative reciprocal of df dx. Pretty sure. Because that's the slope of the tangent line. And then this whole thing here, the negative reciprocal, this part and this, it's going to be the slope of perpendicular to the tangent. Alright, what's the derivative? So, what's ddx of 1/2 e to the x? It's just 1/2 e to the x.
My man.
Love that. And then so... Oh, and I think we want it at this point, though. At the point where x is equal to ln of 3. And so that's at ln of 3. So at ln of 3, f prime, say like f prime of ln of 3 equals 1/2 e to the ln of 3. So that's just me equal to 3/2. Okay, so then m is equal to negative 3/2 to the negative 1. So that's equal to negative 2/3. Okay. And then we need a point. X equals ln of 3. Luckily, the derivative and the y coordinate are the same. So f of ln of 3 is also just equal to 3/2. So you're going to have y minus 3/2 is equal to negative 2/3. And I'll say x minus ln of 3. I think that's it. I think that's pretty one and done. It's a quick way to do it. Let me put it in the chat GPT real quick. I'm just curious. I'm going to burn some water bottles today. There we go. Yeah, y minus 3/2, negative 2/3, x minus ln of 3. Yes. Look at that. We'll do it with 10 seconds to spare.
Well done. Well done.
What is that, Luigi? Not too bad. Okay, cool. That's all she wrote. Let's close out the stream. Alright, thank you everyone again for coming back. Action Education Office Hours. Appreciate everyone stopping by, asking all the questions. If you want to know the next time we're streaming, we got a whole website for that. It's going to be actualofficehours.com. Go check it out. You can see all the other awesome people who are streaming. So, looks like we're the only people on tomorrow. We got Physics 1B. If you guys want to learn some more, I think I'm going to do Gauss's Law tomorrow. And then also we'll have office hours later at 5. And then on Thursday, Zach's going to be doing E&M. I'll be teaching more. Penn Center's got real analysis. And then Friday, we got another episode of 16. That's very cool. So games with Zach for his trivia stuff. And then we will be doing, I think, a chess tournament on Friday. I'll announce that today. But if you ever want to figure out all the other awesome places we stream, make sure to visit our YouTube. Also, Twitch. And then if you're on TikTok, you're on TikTok. Cool. All right, let's go say hi to someone. We can go say hi to. Any textbook recommendations on differential equations? Ooh. I don't. Breskels, do you have any Diffie-Q books you like?
I have a couple. How much like actual like instruction do you want out of the book versus like problems? Like, are you trying to like self-study it, or do you want something like supplementary?
So Maniani, are you looking for something to self-study with, or are you looking for something to just like work through like practice problems with? Let's see what they say. I personally like things to just like kind of work through. Well, what's your favorite textbook to like work through things?
So for when it comes to working through them, it is by Springer, and it's Ravi P. Agarwal, Simona Hodis, Donald O'Regan are the authors. It's from their problem books in mathematics. It's literally called 500 Examples and Problems of Applied Differential Equations.
Ooh, okay.
And they
500
give you some
problems.
instruction in there, but most of it is literally just like example problems. They go through, they have like solutions in the back, and it's just various problems. They got first order linear problems. They got some
Cool.
systems of equations, some numerical methods stuff in there, a bunch of problems to work through, a bunch of different ways that you can solve it. And that one's a pretty good book if you're not looking for like a ton of.
Yeah, they said
theory
they're
and
using it for
instruction.
engineering, so I'd imagine this is what they want. If they're an engineering student, this
Yeah,
is
something
probably-
like this would be pretty good, especially if you're already in a course and you want like supplementary material. I would recommend
Nice.
something like this. This one's pretty good. I don't think it's that expensive. I want to say it was like under $50.
I liked it. Yeah, and do they go through the solutions for them? Is that what they do?
I think on some of them.
Yeah.
Let me check. I know for sure they have some solutions.
You can always use
back.
ChatGPT to like get the solution, honestly.
Yeah. But even then, they do still have like a bunch of example problems in there that are like step-by-step explanations of like how to solve it. So it's not like they're just throwing you 500 questions with no explanations or
Yeah, not throwing off the deep end.
any ideas how you would go through it.
Nice. Maniani says thanks, bro.
No problem.
No problem, dude. You're welcome. Nice. Okay, cool. Let me go find someone to go raid. Who am I following? Who's streaming right now? Not many people doing math and science during the summer, but we're still here. Please, can I vibe? That's my friend Thug Shells. She's super fun. Tuesday night science roundup with Nerduino. Yeah, let's go say hi to Nerduino. I like Nerduino. He's a cool guy. All right, we're gonna go say hi to Nerduino. All right, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Get some sunscreen, Breskles.
We can understand what's happening in the eye.
It just went 3 meters and then oh shit.
To get a better sense of exactly
That was what it said.
will cause.
Actual education. Raiders, welcome in. Actual education, how you doing? It is good to see you. Welcome. I hope you had a great stream. How was it, actual education? What were you talking about? What were you studying? Was it physics? Was it math? Is this the secret alien bases in Antarctica? Actual education, this is the potential for 5 meters of sea level rise by the collapse of the West Antarctic ice shelf. It's not quite as exciting as secret alien bases, but it might be more relevant to life on Earth. Good times, yeah, exactly. Good times, great oldies. Actual education, thank you for bringing the community over. It is good to see you. We just started the video, actually. We watched one earlier from one of the channels that we really like. Great stuff, yes. At your house, potentially. Like, on your doorstep. And this one is from New Scientist, so we thought we'd check it out. Raiders, welcome in. I'm Nerduino. I'm an astronomer and a former NASA scientist. On this channel, we talk about space exploration. We talk about astronomy, the latest papers and research. We also do Earth science, particularly as like satellite observations and technologies to help change the path of climate change, that kind of thing. We do some live astrophotography from the garden when we have it's still daylight outside, so we do some live astrophotography from my backyard observatory, play some space games, and do some space-themed Lego. If all that sounds cool, drop a follow. You can find your way back. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We are a welcoming, chill, nerd community, and we always like having new people join, so feel free to come and hang out. Secret alien bases are melting the ice. Yes, exactly. It's the exhaust from their power generation, I guess, RCS3. I understand that they may be running illegal natural gas generators down there, which are polluting the air